Alright, here we are, a Volvo EX90 twin performance, whatever it is. It's the upper end, yes. I don't know, that LiDAR thing, I don't know what I think about that. Okay, they definitely have a front camera. They have little vents that open up. This would be what appears to be denim blue. You know what, the dashboard looks gray. But this looks pretty nice, huh? Alright, looking at the side front. What we got? 265, 45, 21s. So they're the regular tires from their perspective. Okay. Yeah, I like the side here. I didn't mention this, but how high that hood comes up. Wow. Okay. Oh, they have a camera in the side here. That's interesting. All right, so my guess is this will not show well. I'm guessing I can probably find the Moroni online. What is it? It's $93,000. Okay, fuel economy is 80. It can go 296 miles is the range. That's pretty decent, actually. I'm surprised for performance it would do that. Let's see, fuel economy and greenhouse is 10 out of 10. Smog rating's 10 out of 10. Let's see, Scandinavian parts content 25%. Foreign contributors, Mexico and China, 30% each. Final assembly point is Ridgeville, South Carolina. The engine comes from Sweden and the transmission comes from Sweden. No. This has a 5-star rating. As always, we'll have to go look it up, right? But there you go, there's that part. Now this is a 7-seater. Okay, the rear tires, 295, 40, 21. So they're not square. The back tires are a little wider. Alright, here we are looking at the back side. Oh, that's USS, isn't it? Ultrasonic sensors. So one review was saying, yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, good wiper. Okay, whatever. I don't know. There it is. Now I don't see a place for a rear bumper hitch or rear hitch, so I don't know how that would work out. Yes, it looks pretty big, doesn't it? Okay, whatever. It's sitting here. Okay, so I found this EX90 twin motor electric ultra 6-passenger with captain's chairs. Oh, can't really see that though, right? We'll take another look. Anyway, it's, let's say 91. 310 miles, 40 kilowatt hours per 100 miles. Okay. Okay, here's the front of the other EX90 on the lot. Regular gray. I don't know. Gee, that looks like ventilated seats, doesn't it? I don't know. Yeah, so the stereo in this car is like supposed to be something else. And the back window's a little too dark. Yes. But there we go. Awesomeness. Alright guys, back to this Volvo EX90. Talking about fuel efficiency or energy efficiency. So the EPA estimate is 41 kilowatt hours per 100 miles. That translates to 410 watt hours per mile. We're getting close to 2 miles per kilowatt hour. Yeah, that's where pickups are. Okay, so anyway, I don't know, I'm struggling with that. I did come up with a chart. Yes, it's using a lot of energy. I did look around and I found one range test where it appears the guy got better efficiency than what 410 would indicate. Although he was running in Spain and he's from Norway, so he was talking kilometers. And I'm not sure I translated it exactly correctly. I do look forward to out of spec. We'll probably do a 70 mile per hour range test. But 70 miles per hour is not something I do a whole lot when I'm driving. So I don't know, we'll see. But even if you could push this thing up close to 3 miles per kilowatt hour, it's still using a lot of energy. Now, let's be fair. The car is 7,000, it's over 7,000 pounds. And the front hood is up quite a bit. So that's a big air dam you're trying to push down the road. But anyway, it'll require more testing, obviously. Okay, so let's see what we can say about safety. So first of all, let's start here. The EX90 doesn't have a rating in the IIHS or in the Euro NCAP. So they haven't published a test. Okay, so the closest car I can come to is an XC90, which is actually a hybrid. Okay, it's actually the Volvo XC90 midsize luxury SUV, four-door SUV, is a 2025 top safety pick plus. So for the first tier of tests, all good, green. Headlights are acceptable. Front crash prevention, vehicle to vehicle 2.0 is yellow. Front crash prevention pedestrian is yellow. Seatbelt reminders are good. Latch use is acceptable, but that's kind of expected, right? Okay. Head and neck, chest. Okay, rear passengers. Oh, this doesn't sound too great for a Volvo. Anyway, head and neck, chest are acceptable. Everything else is green. And they have some yellows in the updated side test. Whoa. Okay. Okay. All right. Just looking through the IHS for the XC90. So for the most part, it's good, but remember, people think of Volvo as being a very safe car. And I'm kind of wondering if this is a very safe car. Volvo's famous for being safe, but anyway. And to be fair, they don't have crash test results published for XC90 or EX90. So it's hard to tell exactly. I know the tradition. We'll see. All right, so I haven't really done all the research I would need to do a real comparison of the Volvo EX90, but let's start with a few basics. So, looks like the EX90 base price is about $82,000. Yeah, that's a bit pricey. For that, you get a fully electric car, yes. I haven't figured out where it fits in, but they got a sound system that's been described by some people as being really excellent. It does have a third row, although it's been described as a little cramped for adults, especially the roof line. The roof line is kind of cramped for somebody who's 5'10", 5'11". Okay, so there's that part. But if you really want a vehicle like this sounds like the vehicle to get. Part of it is, well, you really don't want to have a Rivian R1S. Okay, and actually I think the R1S costs more. All right, so let's take the flip side. So my friend, what he basically said was, well, I want to kind of go plug-in hybrid. That's what he was thinking. Although he mentioned the Tesla Model S, he also mentioned going plug-in hybrid. Okay, now I get it. I mean, for some people, that's where they start. And usually for EV folks, like you're going to pay more. But looking around at the Volvo site, well, okay, I've already mentioned that I'm comparing the EX90 to the XC90, or using the XC90 safety criteria as a basis for what I think the EX90 might do. So looking around, well, the Volvo Hill Country does have an XC90 sitting there for $66,000, I think it is. It's used as a demo. Okay, so think about that for a moment. It is $16,000 cheaper. It gets 58 miles on the battery. So for a lot of in-town trips, it's going to do it on battery, no gas. And it has the gas engine there, although it's 27 miles per gallon. Ugh. But, you know, maybe that's where you start. I don't know. This one it depends on what you personally want. I've already told you from EV owner perspective, the EX90 is like, it's not efficient enough for me to consider. Plus, I really want FSD. That's my personal choice, right? But if you can get an XC90, although you're going to have it for a while, right? You got to. The thing is, say you want to go slow, going with a plug-in hybrid gives you some of the EV advantages without tying you down to only EV. And if the price is, you're saving $16,000 on the car price, you know, maybe that's not such a bad deal. I don't know. I'm kind of have mixed feelings about the whole thing. What? The Model X? Okay, the Model X has the Falcon Wing doors. Those are problematic from a maintenance perspective. Rivian R1S, it's still a truck. Okay? I really don't want to see a truck. Although you can't haul like a truck, right? So, no. The Kia EV9, actually the Kia EV9 sounds like a fairly decent choice, although it's a lower cost vehicle. It's not as luxurious. Did I miss anybody else's? What? No, you can't get a Model Y with a third row seat brand new. Now, if they come out with it and they extend the Model Y a little bit, that's worth talking about. But if they don't do that, subject's dead. Okay, whatever. As much as I hate to say it, I think the XC90 might be the way to go for him. Onward, upward charge.